saw her face.
Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for being here tonight to see our last final show of The Outsiders. I'm sure many of you, when you were growing up, read this book or remember seeing the movie that Francis Ford Coppola made in '82, I believe it was. And this is the theatrical adaptation of the same story. We've had a lot of fun working on it, and you know, it deals with some difficult themes, but it's always interesting how even the most unlikely story can really cause us to contemplate our own relationship with God, and I pray that that's what it can do for you tonight. And I thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the show.
Mr. Syme, this is Ponyboy. I didn't realize it was so late. I forgot. I'm calling about the theme assignment for English. How long can it be? No longer than 5 pages? But can it be longer? As long as I want? It's all in my head. If I can sort it out. First, I have to sort it out. As soon as I get it together, no later than that. Thanks, Mr. Syme. The place I'd begin, I had gone to a movie. When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of that movie house, I had 2 things on my mind: Paul Newman and a ride home. I wish I looked like Paul Newman. He looks tough and I don't. And the other thing, it's a long walk home with no company, so I usually loan it anyway. I like to watch movies undisturbed so I can get into them with the actors. I'm different that way. I mean, my second oldest brother, Soda, never reads a book at all. And my oldest brother, Derry, works too hard to be interested in a book or drawing a picture, so I loan it. And nobody in our gang digs books and movies the way I do, so I usually loan it anyway. And I'm a greaser. Greasers can't walk alone too much or they get jumped by the socials. I'm not sure how you spell that, but it's the abbreviation for the socials, the jet set, the rich kids. We're poorer than the socials. I reckon we're wilder too, but not like the socials who wreck houses and jump greasers and throw beer blasts just for kicks. Greasers are almost like hoods. We steal things, we drive old souped-up cars, and get into gang fights. I'm not saying I do. Derry would kill me if I got in trouble with the police. So Soda and I stay out of as much trouble as we can. Since Mom and Dad were killed in a car crash, the 3 of us get to stay together as long as we behave. So the 3 of us stay as much trouble as we can. I'm not saying socials or greasers are the same. It's just the way things are.
Hey, Grease.
How come you're out here all by yourself, Grease?
Stay away from me.
Couldn't think of it.
Not safe for you to be out here all alone.
Leave me alone.
We're gonna do you a favor, Grease. We're gonna cut that long, greasy hair of yours.
No.
Need a haircut, Grease?
No.
Gonna cut it real close. How'd you like that haircut to begin just below the chin?
Are you crazy? Soda! Derry!
Shut him up!
I see someone.
Derry!
Okay, Greaser.
Call it, Bob.
He's asking.
Company coming.
Gonna have to make another appointment, Grease. Catch you later.
Pony, are you all right?
They cut you?
I'm okay. Just I'll talk, nothing.
They're cruising our territory.
So scum!
You sure you're all right? You're not hurt?
I'm just a little spooked, that's all. Compared to what they did to you, nothing at all.
Stop jumping us, man. They have to stop.
What's in your hand?
It ain't nothing. Never mind it, Pony.
Johnny.
I can't take another beating. I can't. You know I get enough from my father.
Ponyboy, are you all right?
I'm okay. Quit shaking me, Derry.
They didn't cut him.
I'm okay, Derry.
Sorry.
You're never sorry, not about anything.
The kid's okay. You're an okay kid, Pony.
Did you catch him?
Nope, not this time.
I threw a couple rocks to the cards. I don't think they like that.
I know we got to jail, Dallas.
Good behavior. Got off early.
Ponyboy, what were you doing walking all by your lonesome?
I was walking home from the movies. I didn't think.
You don't never think. Not at home or anywhere where it counts. You must think at school with all those good grades and you've always got your nose in the book. But do you ever use your head for some common sense? No siree, bub. If you had to go out by yourself, you should have carried a blade.
No matter what I do, you wouldn't like it.
Leave my kid brother alone, you hear? It ain't his fault that he likes to go to the movies. It ain't his fault that the socials like to jump us. And if he would have been carrying a blade, it would have been an even better excuse to cut him to ribbons.
When I want my kid brother to tell me what to do with my other kid brother, I'll ask you, kid brother.
Next time, get one of us to go with you, Ponyboy. Any of us will.
Speaking of the movies, I'm heading over to the nightly double tomorrow night. Anybody want to come and hunt some action?
No time, I'm working.
You're always working.
I've got a choice.
Sodapop?
I gotta pick up Sandy for the game.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Sandy, can you stay?
No.
Things at home? You have to go?
Got a choice?
Johnny, Pony, you and Tuvit want to come?
Me and Johnny will come. Okay, Derry?
Hey, it ain't a school night.
Since it isn't a school night.
If I don't get all boozed up, I'll come and find y'all.
Oh, if I ever catch you getting boozed
Derry!
up.
Hey. Who needs boozed up?
Man, I've seen you lots of times.
When?
Soda gets drunk lots of times at drag races, at a dance, only he never touches alcohol.
Sandy.
He don't need alcohol. He gets drunk on plain living.
Probably. I'll find y'all.
Two-Bit, if you're headed toward my place, if you're in that direction, could I maybe part ways with you?
Happens I'll be going right by your place, Johnny. Right by your front door.
Thanks, Two-Bit.
Remember how Johnny looked when he got beat up by the Socias? Why do they hate us so much?
That's just how it works for greasers.
Well, I'm reading this book, Great Expectations for English, and this kid Pip, he reminds me of us. Mark lousy because he isn't a gentleman or anything, and the way girls look down on him.
That's just a book, Pony.
Well, it happened to me. Like this one time in biology, I was dissecting a worm and my razor wouldn't cut, so I used my switchblade.
Pony!
I didn't know what I was doing, or I would have never done it. The moment I flicked it out, this girl next to me gave a gasp and said, "Hey, all right. You are a hood."
Soch? She pretty?
She looked real good in yellow. But don't tell Derry. Instead, I didn't think again.
He probably would, but when he hollers at you, he don't mean nothing.
Like heck.
Better head home before my mother gets hacked off. I don't want to miss the game tomorrow.
Wouldn't miss it for anything. Pick you up at 8?
Better meet me. I'll be at the dingo.
She's different.
From what?
From all the other girls that talk to greasers. Tough, loud, and swear too much, and wear too much eye makeup. I like Sandy.
Well, she don't got it easy. She's got school, a job, and nothing but problems at home.
Soda?
Yeah?
How come you dropped out of school? I can hardly stand it when you left.
It's because I'm dumb. The only thing we're passing were auto mechanics and gym.
You're not dumb.
Yes, I am. Shut up and I'll tell you something.
Okay.
You promise you won't tell Derry. I think I'm gonna marry Sandy. I mean, once she graduates and I get a better job and everything, and once you get out of school so I can help Derry with the bills.
Tough enough. Just wait till I get out so you can keep Derry off my back.
Hey, remember what I told you about him? He don't mean nothing. He's just got more worries someone his age ought to. Hey, he's really proud of you because you're so brainy.
Then why does he bug me all the time?
Maybe we deserve everything we get. Dallas deserves everything he gets, and probably way worse if you ask me. Two-Bit doesn't want or need half the things he swipes from stores. But Derry doesn't deserve to work like an old man at the age of 20. Even with the athletic scholarships, there wasn't enough money for college. Derry doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't do anything besides work. But he has hopes for you. Get it?
Yeah, but why does he still bug me?
You're the baby. He loves you a lot.
Derry don't love anyone. He doesn't even love me.
You're begging on with your homework.
Soda,
Yeah?
you in love with Sandy?
I am.
What's that like?
It's real nice. What's that book you're reading for English?
Great Expectations?
Great Expectations.
We were a little early for the movie, so we walked around talking to all the greasers we knew, leaning in car windows and jumping into back seats and getting in on who was going to jail for stealing what, when, and why. And by then it was dark enough to sneak in through the back fence.
Go home, both of you! Dry out!
Come on, Johnny Cake. We'll slide through.
Why don't we just pay?
Follow me.
You know he hates to do things legal.
Move it, Ponyboy.
Alice.
You really made them mad.
I don't care.
Bob and Randy are disgusting. I didn't want to sit with them either.
They need a lesson. We came to see a movie. We'll see a movie.
Bikinis on Muscle Beach.
Must be something by J.D. Salinger.
Really?
Marcia,
Is this hair real or a wig?
stop that.
I guess it's real. You want to see if I'm real?
Dallas.
Watch the picture.
Bikinis on Muscle Beach. You want to see some muscle?
Take your feet off my seat and shut up.
Who's gonna make me?
That's the greaser that jockeys for the Slash J sometimes.
I've seen you guys around rodeos.
It's a shame you can't ride bull half as good as you can talk it.
Do barrel race, huh?
Better leave us alone or I'll call the cops.
Oh my, you've got me scared half to death. You gotta see my record sometime, baby. I've been in for it.
Please leave us alone. Why don't you be nice and leave us alone?
I'm never nice. You want a Coke?
I wouldn't drink it if I was starving in the desert. Get lost, Hood. Are you gonna start on us too?
No.
Don't look the type. What's your name?
Wish you hadn't asked. It's Ponyboy Curtis.
That's an original and lovely name.
Well, my father was an original person, and I have a brother named Soda, and it says so on his birth certificate.
My name's Sherry, but my friends call me Cherry because of my hair. Cherry Valens.
I know. You're a cheerleader. We go to the same school.
don't look old enough for high school.
I got put up a grade.
What's a nice, smart kid like you running around with trash like that for?
I'm a grease. Same as Dallas. He's my buddy.
Sorry, Ponyboy. Your brother, Sodapop. Does he work in a gasoline station? 80X?
Yeah?
Man, your brother's one doll. I might have guessed you two were brothers. You look alike. How come you're blushing?
It ain't every day I hear a good-looking Soch say something like that.
How come you don't see your brother at school?
He's a dropout.
Johnny Cake? Ponyboy? Who you? The redhead who likes muscles? Might cool you off.
This might cool you off, greaser. After you wash your mouth and learn to talk and act decent, I might cool off too.
Fiery, huh? That's the way I like 'em.
Leave her alone, Dallas.
Huh? What'd you say, Johnny Cake?
You heard me. Leave her alone.
Johnny, do you want to repeat that?
I said, leave her alone.
Thanks. Really had me scared.
You sure didn't show it. Nobody talks to Dallas the way you did.
From what I saw you do.
This one time, a guy told Dallas to move over at a candy counter. He belted him so hard he knocked a tooth loose. Some real guts, Johnny.
Pull it, Pony.
You two sit up here with us. You can protect us.
Sure.
All right.
How old are y'all?
14.
16.
That's funny. I thought you were both.
16.
How come y'all ain't afraid of us like you were of Dally?
First, you didn't join in the way that Dallas was talking. Then you made him leave us alone, and when we asked you to sit up here with us, you didn't act like it was an invitation to make out with us for the night.
Ah.
I've heard about Dallas Winston. He seems mean, but not you two.
Sure, because we're young and innocent.
No, not innocent. You've seen too much to be innocent, just not dirty.
Dally's okay. He's tough, but he's a cool old guy.
He'd leave you alone if he knew you.
Glad he doesn't know us.
It's funny in a way. I kind of admire him.
Weren't you just hollering at someone a while ago?
Our dates, they brought along some booze.
I don't want to sit in a drive-in and watch someone get drunk.
You really made them mad.
I don't care.
Okay, because you've had it.
Glory to me! You want to scare us half to death?
Kid, Johnny, come on.
Hi, Two-Bit.
Sorry, kid, I forgot. Oh, who's this? Your great aunts?
Great grandmothers, twice removed.
Oh, sharp one. What are you two doing hanging around a couple of greasers like Pony and Johnny for?
We really picked them up. We're Arabian slave traders and we're planning on shanghaiing them. They're of 10 camels apiece.
5. They don't talk Arabian. Say something in Arabian, Johnny Cake.
Cut it out, Two-Bit. Dallas was bothering him, and when he left, they asked us to sit with them, to protect them from greasers like you.
Where's old Dallas? Tim Shepard's looking for him.
Dallas hunting for some action.
He'll probably find a fight. He splashed the tires on Tim's car just for kicks. No joke when you gotta work to pay for him. So, they have a fight.
You don't believe in playing rough or anything.
Fair fight isn't rough. Blades are rough. So are heaters and pool sticks. Dallas gets caught, he pays up. No sweat.
Yeah, boy, real simple.
Yeah, if you kill him, you just bury him. No sweat.
Think okay, baby.
Ponyboy, will you come with me? We'll get some popcorn.
Sure. Y'all want some?
Y'all stay and watch the movie. Come on.
I don't think I have your numbers.
What numbers?
Street address and telephone. The girl said to watch the movie. So watch the movie!
I'll see if I have a paper somewhere.
Terry didn't really want popcorn. She wanted to talk.
Your friend with the sideburns, is he okay?
He ain't dangerous like Dallas, if that's what you mean.
Been hurt bad, hasn't he? Hurt and scared?
Worse than that. Soch.
I don't want to watch bikinis on Muscle Beach. I want to know about this.
Soda and I were kicking rocks on the street, and we noticed Johnny's jacket on the ground. And we saw a lump on the other side of that lot, and we heard a moan. We're used to seeing Johnny banged up. Father clobbers him a lot, but nothing like that. Soda got there and turned him over and started giving him little shakes, saying, "It's okay, Johnny Cake. You're all gone." Two-Bit was there, and for once he had nothing smart to say. Dallas was too, and swearing under his breath, and he couldn't take it. Johnny figured it was Soda holding him. Started crying. He said something about a whole bunch, a blue Mustang full. Soda kept telling him, "It's okay, Johnny Cake."
There, a blue Mustang?
Johnny tried to run, but they caught him. One of them had rings on his hand. That's what cut him so bad.
Not all Soches are like that, Ponyboy. You have to believe me, not all Soches are like that.
Sure.
That's like saying all greasers are like Dallas Winston. I bet he's jumped a few people.
Lots of times.
You think the Soches have it made, don't you?
Well, you do.
This may come as hard to believe, but we have troubles you've never heard of. You want to know something? Things are tough over.
Then how come we're so different?
You're more emotional. We're more sophisticated. Too cool to the point of feeling anything. I'll catch myself talking and realize I don't mean half of what I'm saying. I don't really think a beer blast on the river bottom is super cool, but I'll rave about it just to be saying something. I've never told anyone that. You're the first person. Why is that?
Because I'm a grease and I'm younger, so you don't have to keep your guard up.
For a kid, you're awfully smart.
Yeah, I'll probably outgrow it. Picture's ending. Better head back.
You read a lot, don't you, Ponyboy?
Yeah, why?
I could just tell. And I bet you watch sunsets too. I used to watch them too, before I got so busy.
How was the popcorn?
It was delicious.
How will we get home?
I'll walk you.
It's 20 miles.
It's still early. If we get started right away, we can.
Johnny, there's a car at my place. Take us 10 minutes to walk there. Real good.
Trying to figure out the right thing to do?
Tubit's car is okay?
It's a wreck, but Tuba to get you home.
Thanks, Tubit. Let's start walking.
Be adventurous.
Unless you'd rather call your parents.
Nah.
I should probably run ahead and clean out the back seat.
We'll walk together.
Sure there's enough gas.
Carrie, look what's coming.
Man, that's a tough car. Mustangs are tough.
What are we gonna do?
Stand here. There isn't much else we can do.
Well, who is it, the FBI?
It's Randy and Bob.
And a few more of the socially elite checkered shirts set in the back.
Your boyfriends?
Maybe they didn't see us. Act normal.
Who's acting? I'm a natural normal.
Wish it was the other way around.
You mean... What you mean?
That was close.
Guys, it's
What?
blue.
What is?
Tell me, Johnny, why do they call you Johnny Cake?
Oh, my name's Johnny Cade, so everyone just...
Gotta get home, Johnny. Come on.
Tell me, Johnny, when you say tough, like it's a tough car?
It means...
I was asking Johnny.
It means okay. Really right. Sharp. Like how you and Marcia are two tough girls.
You have brothers at home to help you with things?
Nah, Ponyboy's lucky. He's got two.
I'm lucky to have Sodapop.
And dairy.
You crazy?
You don't talk about your oldest brother.
What's there to talk about? He's big and handsome and used to play football.
That's it? Tell me what he's like.
He's a good guy.
You're completely... He's as hard as a rock and about as human. He has eyes like frozen ice and he can't stand me.
Hold on.
You and Dairy are...
He can't stand me, you know that.
That ain't right, Ponyboy.
You got it all wrong. Dairy really...
Just shut up, Johnny Cade. You know you ain't wanted at home. You know Derry don't want me at home either.
How could you talk to Johnny like that? How could you? You didn't mean it, Johnny Cake.
I'm sorry, Johnny.
No, you know what? I ain't wanted. I don't care.
Shut up talking like that. We couldn't get along without you.
Maybe we should call for a ride home.
This isn't fair.
What isn't fair?
Like Johnny's father being a mean drunk and his mother a selfish slob. Tubit's mother working at a bar to support him and his kid sister after their father ran out. And Dallas, he hates the world. Even Sodapop, a dropout so he can get a job and keep me in school. Then Derry, getting old before his time, trying to run a family and hanging on to 2 jobs and never having any fun. While the Socias have so much spare time and money to gang up on us and throw beer blasts just for kicks.
I tried to explain.
Yeah, things are rough all over. Rough all over our side of town.
It's the way things are. Like it or lump it.
Marcia, they spotted us.
Blue Mustang.
Terry, Marcia, listen to us.
You're making a big deal out of nothing.
Because we got a little drunk?
A little? You call reeling and passing out in the street a little?
Now look.
No, you look. I told you I'm never going out with you while you're drinking. It's too dangerous and too many things can happen.
Baby, you know we don't get drunk very
No,
often.
you're not hearing very good. I said never.
Cherry, Marcia.
And even if you're mad at us, it doesn't mean you should be hanging out with these.
These what?
Vermin.
Who you calling vermin?
This little grease that needs a haircut?
And this is the social of the Blue Mustang. Now the ring's on his hands.
Need a closer look?
It was you.
Cool off, guys.
You greasers think you could pick up our girls? Our girls?
You're out of your territory, you better watch it.
Next time, pick your own kind, dirt.
Listen, greasers. We got 4 more in the back seat.
Then pity the back seat.
Oh, if you're looking for a fight.
Pony, should we make a run for it?
Too late.
Hey, I asked you.
Oh, you mean if I'm looking for a good beatdown? Then you'll give it to us because you outnumber us.
Hey!
Got that right. Okay, kid, want a repeat performance?
You touch that kid and I'll call the cops.
Yo, what?
Hold on a minute.
Back off, guys.
You wouldn't dare.
I don't want to fight, so we'll ride home with you. But first, you sit in the car and you wait.
Wait?
You wait till we come over.
Hey, we ain't scared of them.
I can't stand fights. I can't stand them. Yes or no?
Well, wait 1 minute. Don't think I'll let a little grease try to pick up my girl.
Bob, I said wait in the car. I'll be along in a minute.
See ya.
You better go with them, Ponyboy.
I know.
It's too dangerous. If we don't see you at the halls at school and we don't say hi, it's nothing personal.
It's just the way things are.
We couldn't even let our parents see you with us.
Just remember, other people watch sunsets too.
Not push the 1-minute warning.
It's time. I hope I never see Dallas Winston again.
Why? Because he's one of us?
Because I might fall in love with him. How'd that be for trouble? Hey.
Marcia's phone number? Must have been on my mind to ask for it. No, I think I'll go hunt up a poker game or something. Those 2 girls, they were tough.
Even if they see us in school, they can't say hi to us.
Well, Ponyboy, if that's the worst of your problems.
They saved us from a fight, Pony. I'm really glad we didn't have to fight.
We'd have done okay.
No, you don't understand, Pony. I couldn't take it again. I'd rather kill myself or something.
Don't talk like that.
I have to do something, Pony. Maybe I'll sleep by the fountain tonight. Listen to the water. Pretend it's a waterfall up in the mountains. Pony, there's got to be somewhere out there without greasers or socialists, with just people.
We can go out in the country. Me and my family used to go out in the country.
Can I tell you something crazy? I think I like it better when the old man's hitting me. At least then I know.
Johnny went to sleep right away. Since I was asleep too and dreaming, I brought Mom and Dad back to life. Mom would bake and Dad would drive the pickup out to feed the cattle. My mom was golden and beautiful. When I woke up, I thought, Glory, what time is it? Johnny was still asleep. Thinking about facing Derry this late made me shake. When I got home, I thought, if only they're asleep.
Ponyboy, where the heck have you been? You know what time it is? Well, it's 2 in the morning, kiddo. Another hour and I would have had the police sent out after you. Where were you? Where in the All My Universe were you?
I fell asleep in the lot.
What?
Me and Johnny were talking and we just dropped off.
It never occurred to you that your brothers might be wearing their heads off at home and afraid to call the police because it would get you thrown into a boys' home so quickly it would make your head spin? And you're asleep in the lot?
I said I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to. I didn't think. I forgot. That's all I hear out of you. Can't you think of anything? Hey, you keep your mouth shut.
Don't yell at him.
Pony, I didn't mean to.
First thing I thought, I'd run away and I'd find Johnny. At least things can't get any worse. Wrong. Johnny!
By the fountain, Pony. Watch out!
There they are, guys!
Get him! Grab the one by the fountain. Gotcha.
Let go!
Hey, cut it out!
Start off by giving this greaser a bath.
This time you'll stay down, grease!
Hey, let him breathe. He'll drown.
Help me, Johnny Cake!
Take a drink, greaser!
Oh, stop. He's drowning. He'll die.
Johnny, Johnny, what happened?
I killed him. Pony, I killed him.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
That's okay. I already was.
Can't be happening. You killed him.
They were gonna drown you. I couldn't just stand there. They all ran when I stabbed him.
They put people in the electric chair for doing things like this. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
First thing, keep your mouths shut.
Dallas.
Explosives are cruising our neighborhood.
They were killing Pony. So
Yeah, I see. The police will be here any minute. You need money and you need a plan. Derry and Sodapop know about this? Howdy. I ain't interested in being the one to tell Derry.
Don't tell him.
This on you'll die in the morning before the cops get here. $50 in the pocket.
what do we do?
Hop on the 315 freight to Windricksville. There's an abandoned church above J Mountain with a pump in the back, so don't worry about water. Buy food as soon as you get there, before the story breaks out this morning. And don't poke your heads out till I come. Get going.
Dahlia. Thank you.
I thought New York would be the only place I get mixed up in a murder rap.
Murder rap?
I said get going!
Well, I get up in the morning, kick the covers from my bed. The sunlight in my eyes, playing tricks on my head. I work like a dog on the job every day. I try to make some money so I can go and play in the nighttime. Oh, that's the right time. I say the nighttime. Oh, that's the right time. I wanna be with you in the nighttime. Well, I come up from work, you know I'm tired and I'm beat. I try to make some supper, get myself some to eat. I jump in the shower, wash the wood on my back. I'm gonna get you, baby, that's a natural fact. In the nighttime, well, that's the right time. I say the nighttime, oh, that's the right time. I wanna be with you in the nighttime.
Beginning to get light.
The old church. It's right over there. Dallas was right.
My dreams do come true. We are in the country.
You go wait in the church. I'm gonna go to the store for supplies. Be there first thing when they open.
I wonder what's going on with the guys back at home.
I can imagine.
I can imagine too. Later we found out.
Maybe Dallas knows something.
He didn't say.
Well, maybe he knows something. He told the police they were headed for Texas.
You think maybe
One thing's for sure, they're not headed for Texas.
first time I missed work since.
Just go on in.
Maybe this time he'll think to give us a phone call.
I didn't think about that. You're right. You know, if there's a phone handy, if there's nobody around, if he has the money. Yeah, that's what I thought.
No news? You both been up all night?
That bad? How'd you make it out of home?
The worst.
That bad?
I said the worst. We have to talk.
Getting a little nervous.
I can't live at home anymore. I have to get out right now.
You can always stay here, Sandy.
How do you have to get out right now?
How can I stay? I've been up all night too.
You should have called.
Soda, I'm moving to Tallahassee, Florida. My grandmother lives there. I'm moving to Tallahassee, Florida with my grandmother.
Hold on. You don't have to do that. You heard Derry. You can stay here.
I can't stay here.
We could get married. We're going to someday.
We're 17.
2 weeks and I'll be 17.
Big difference.
Yeah, big difference.
I can't talk about it anymore.
Sandy.
I have to get out right now. And I can't see you anymore.
What?
That's what I came to talk to you about.
Sandy.
It's hard enough already. Don't do that.
Okay for now. You need to leave. Get away for a while. It's fine. We'll write.
I sure love
Looks like another fight at the lot.
you. Bye.
Right. I'll right back.
Cupid is there. Some socials after Dallas.
Sure got great timing.
What about Sandy?
She has to go visit her grandmother.
You okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
The second time I've been jumped this morning.
Yeah, the socials are a little tense this morning.
Tense?
I heard you told the fuzz Pony and Johnny were headed for Texas.
That could be one possibility.
Could you think of another possibility?
You'd have to ask him.
Man, look at that car. Corvette Stingray.
Look at that redhead. The dead guy's girlfriend. Let's run that chick out of here.
Don't touch her, Dallas.
What's this? You're coming on the same as Johnny Cake?
How is Johnny?
We wouldn't know about that.
Would you know about Ponyboy?
The police think he may have headed southwest somewhere.
Is it necessary to jerk me around? At least we all know about Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad about that.
Yeah, too bad. He's dead.
You want to come in?
The reason I came over, this whole mess, maybe it's my fault.
So what about it?
Maybe I could help.
You?
Dallas.
Maybe we can head over to the Dingo. I'll buy you a Coke and we could talk about this and that.
Pony and Johnny need someone who can testify, and you want to make out at the Dingo? Sorry, I have to go.
No, please wait.
For what?
It took a lot of nerve for you to come here this morning.
Yes, it did.
Any message for the juvenile delinquents?
Yeah. Tell them I said hi.
Dallas.
I just want to talk to her. Clear up this whole thing about testifying.
Talk nice, Dallas. You hear me?
I always talk nice.
Tell them I said hi?
I heard they went for Texas.
Your kid brother's so smart. Why can't he locate a telephone?
I've been in a church before, but this falling down old place gave me a creepy feeling. What do you call it? Premonition? That's our signal.
Nobody paid any attention at the store. We're set. A week's supply of bologna, 2 loaves of bread, a box of matches, candy bars, candy bars, candy bars.
What else? More candy bars and Gone with the Wind. How do you know I always wanted to read that book?
I remember you saying something about it once. I thought maybe you could read it out loud and help us kill some time or something.
Thanks.
You're, big trouble, huh?
Things been happening so fast, man. I'm real tired.
Last night. Was it really last night?
Last night we were walking Cherry and Marcia over to 2-Bits. Last night we were laying in the lot.
Yeah, last night I killed that Bob. He couldn't have been over 17 or 18 the night. I killed him. Real tired, too.
The next few days were the longest. We spent the time playing poker and reading Gone with the Wind. Johnny was especially stuck on the Southern Gentleman.
And I bet there were cool old guys riding into sure death because they were gallant. They remind me of Dallas.
Dallas don't got no more manners than I do. And you saw how he treated those girls at the nightly double?
Yeah, but the other day I caught him getting picked up by the fuzz, and he kept real cool. They were getting him for something 2-Bit did, and he knew it. But Dallas took consent without batting an eye or even denying it. That's pretty gallant.
He's your hero now? Back to sleep. Dawn the next morning. The lower valley was covered with mist, and the clouds changed from gray to pink. Everything held its breath, and then the sun rose.
Golly. You're pretty.
Wouldn't it be nice to paint that sky?
Bad it can't stay that way.
Nothing gold can stay.
What?
A poem I read once. I was remembering it. Nature's first green is gold, her heart is hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour.
Well, come on.
Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief, so dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay.
Learn that.
Robert Frost wrote it. He meant more to it than I'm getting, though.
How do you remember it?
Because I keep trying to figure it out. I can never quite get what he meant by it.
You know, I never noticed clouds or colors or any of that stuff until you started reminding me of them. Like they were never there before.
I can never talk to it around the guys. They don't dig. Just you and Sodapop and maybe Cherry Valance.
I guess we're different.
Shoot, maybe they are. I was so tired of eating bologna, I got sick looking at it. Me and Johnny had finished reading Gone with the Wind, and I had read up to Sherman's Siege of Atlanta and had owed Johnny $150 of poker games. I was starting to think I'd always lived in a church, or maybe during the Civil War, maybe both.
Pony, you hear it?
What do you think?
Glory, look at the church vibes. Little Johnny kicking. Ponyboy, how you doing, man?
I never thought I'd be so glad to see Dallas Winston.
What's happening back at home?
Are the fuzz after us? Is Is dairy okay? Is soda okay?
Hold on, I can't answer every question all at once. Y'all hungry? I skipped breakfast and I'm about starving.
You're starving?
He likes some bologna.
No, thanks. The fuzz won't be looking for you around here. They think you may have headed in some other direction. Oh, I got Buck's T-Bird parked down the road. Ain't y'all been eating anything?
What gives you that idea?
You both look terrible. The cops think you're in Texas.
Why Texas?
They know me. I get hauled in for everything that happens on our turf. I may have let drop you headed in southwest. I guess they beat it out of me.
Like I told you, gallant.
Y'all want something to eat or not?
Believe it.
Be good to get in a car again.
Dallas always did like to drive fast, as if he didn't care whether he was getting to where he was going or not. We came down that red dirt road so fast, me and Johnny got a little green. Then we stopped at Dairy Queen. First thing I got was a Pepsi. Then we started gorging.
I'm gonna start next on banana splits.
I guess it's time for you to tell us what's going on.
The socials and us are having an all-out warfare all over the city. That kid you killed had plenty of friends, and all over town the socials against Greece. Can't walk alone anymore. I started carrying a heater.
Dallas, you kill people with heaters.
You kill them with switchblades too, don't you, kid?
Dallas, come on.
And if you're walking around with a gun...
Don't worry, my heater ain't loaded. I ain't aiming to get picked up for murder. But it sure does help a bluff.
All-out warfare all over the city?
Just one more night. Us and the socials, we're having it out. Tomorrow night, the vacant lot.
Tomorrow night?
You guys don't miss it. We're at a war council with the president of their social club. So here's the deal. No weapons. If we run, hey, things go on as usual. If they run, then the socials are out of our territory. For good. Out. I don't care how many socials show up, they're gonna run.
Yeah, and supposing they bring change?
I forgot to tell y'all, we got ourselves a spy. That good-looking broad I tried to pick up the night you killed the Soch. The redhead. Sherry, what's her name?
Sherry? The Soch?
Man, next time I want a broad, I'll pick up my own kind.
We were getting the same info from the Soches?
Sherry, the Soch, is helping us.
Sherry isn't a Soch, she's...
Anyway, she said that if Johnny goes by, she'll testify that the Soches were drunk and looking for a fight, and you guys only acted in self-defense. What do you think about that?
That would really help.
Yeah. Then I suggested we go for a ride in Buck's T-Bird. And she said no thank you. And then very politely, she told me where to go. What, did I do something wrong, kid?
Maybe you should have started with a little conversation before making your move.
Conversation, man. What do they do for kicks in the countries? Play checkers?
I think we should go back. Maybe turn ourselves in.
What?
Yeah, I think maybe we should go back and turn ourselves in.
Once they get their hands on you.
No, I can't stay in that church for the rest of my life.
Once they get their hands on you, you'll find out. Greece is getting worse than anyone.
Listen, Dallas, we won't tell them that you helped us. And we'll give you what's left of the money.
Are you sure you want to go back?
It ain't fair for Pony to have to stay up there with Derry and Soda.
Derry don't care.
Yes, he does. I don't guess my parents were worried about me.
The boys are worried. People went to Texas to look for you.
My parents, did they ask about me?
No, they didn't. Johnny, what's the matter? Man, my old man don't give a hang whether I'm dead, drunk in a gutter, or in jail. That don't bother me none.
Let's head back to the church. I left the book there.
Yeah, let's go back to the car. If you had turned yourself in 5 days ago, it would save me a lot of trouble.
I was really scared. I still am.
Look, Johnny, I ain't mad at you. I don't want to see you getting hurt. You don't know what a couple months in jail could do to you.
Like it happened to you?
You get mean.
We got to the top of that hill. Dallas slammed the brakes. We wondered what was going on.
The church is on fire.
Let's go.
What for? Get back in the car.
There are people over there,
It's not our
Dallas.
problem. Get back in the car.
What's wrong?
We don't know. We were having a school outing and suddenly the place is burning. Some kids with matches.
Matches.
Stand back, children. Wait for the firemen.
Some of the kids are missing.
They're around here somewhere.
They're missing. They're in the church.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll get them.
No, you have to wait for the firemen.
There ain't time.
Gotta help us.
First thing I remember, we slammed a big rock through the window. Hey, Johnny!
I got
Hand me that kid, Johnny.
Out the window, little guy.
You enjoying this Johnny cake? There's another one back in the smoke.
Get out of there. Get out. The roof's gonna cave in. Forget the stupid kids.
Last kid. Roof is going.
Thank you, Miss O'Brien.
Where am I?
Lie back, kid. You're in an ambulance.
Ambulance? Where's Johnny? Where's Dallas?
They're in the ambulance right behind us.
Calm down. Passed out.
I didn't pass out. Dallas hit me.
Because your back was in flames.
It was? I didn't feel it.
Your friend got you before you got burned.
Are you taking us to the police station?
Police station.
Why would we take you to the police station? We're taking all of you to the hospital.
Are Johnny and Dallas all right?
Which one's which?
Johnny, the one with the black hair. Dallas, the mean-looking one.
Dallas will be all right. His arm got burned while he was trying to take another kid out of the window. As for Johnny, we don't know about Johnny. A piece of timber caught him across the back, and, well, he might have a broken back.
He has severe burns. Severe. They're giving him plasma now.
Better lie back, kid. It's better if you... I swear, you three kids are the bravest kids I've ever seen. What are you, professional heroes or something?
I think you were sent straight from heaven.
Are the kids okay?
They're okay, thank you. A lot of parents want to thank you.
Dr. Morse, report to emergency. Dr. Morse, report to emergency.
They checked me for a couple burns and bruises along my back, but other than that, I was okay.
Orders. They said that some people called in from the front reception. They claimed to be your brothers or something.
My brothers?
That's what they said.
How do they know?
Phone number in your wallet.
Soda.
Where are you? Are you okay?
Ponyboy?
Harry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was...
Pony, I thought we lost you like we did Mom and Dad.
Looks like you haven't got much sleep this week.
Hardly slept at all.
Neither did we.
Doctor, we're taking our kid brother home.
Well, there's no paperwork. You boys can just go along home.
I asked about Johnny and Dallas, but no one would tell us anything.
Members of the family?
I'll only talk to the families.
Doctor, Johnny and Dallas don't have any family except us.
Closest thing they got.
All right. Dallas Winston should be okay after 2 or 3 days in the hospital. One arm is pretty bad, but he should get back the use of it.
Dallas is always okay.
What about Johnny?
Already phoned his parents.
Tell it to us straight, doctor.
Johnny Cade is critical. He has a broken back, he has third-degree burns, and he's in severe shock.
What are you doing for him?
Everything we can to ease the pain, but because his back is broken, he can't feel any pain below the waist. Even if he lives.
If. You said if.
If he lives, he'll be a cripple.
What are you doing for him?
Everything we can.
Is he conscious?
In and out.
Keeps calling for Dallas and Ponyboy.
Can we see him?
Not now. What you boys do now is you go home and you get some rest. You wanted it straight, you got it
Dr.
straight.
Morse, pick up line 4, please.
That's right, doctor.
You can call in later to check in on him. I'm sorry.
Better go home now. Can't do anything here.
A pain was growing in my neck. The doctor gave it to us straight, all right? I started to think I was dreaming, or maybe I was asleep. But it got harder and harder to lie to myself. Next morning, Tuba came over. Same as always, but this time earlier.
Man, kid, I tell you, you can't believe a thing they put in the papers anymore. Who knew 2 greasy-looking mugs could be heroes? How do you like being a hero, big shot?
How do I like what?
Like a big shot. When all delinquents turn heroes? I like that turn bit.
I guess we all turn all of a sudden.
Tell us how you and Johnny risked your life to save those kids. Some of the parents said they would have been burned to death if it hadn't been for the 2 of you. That's about the fight, too. You have to appear in juvenile court for running away, and Johnny for manslaughter. That is, if he recovers.
If. Why do they keep saying if?
It goes on about how Derry and Soda have been working and how you've been on the honor roll at school. The reporter puts in you 3 shouldn't be separated after having worked so hard to stay together.
Separated?
Won't happen. Juvenile court don't do things like that to heroes. Listen, I was thinking of looking in on Johnny later. Want to come with me?
I don't know about visiting hours.
I can't wait for visiting hours.
Ponyboy.
Look who's...
Hello, 2-Bit.
I know. I'm on a ride home in my car.
It's okay. Someone came with me. He wants to talk to Ponyboy.
Who is it?
It's Randy Anderson.
Why does Randy want to talk to me? He's the reason why Bob's dead and why Johnny's in the hospital. He's the reason why me and Soda might be put in a home.
I know that. Randy knows that. Well, it's up to you. I have to go.
Ride home?
Maybe sometime.
Can we talk?
You know the rules. No jazz before the rumble.
I know the rules.
Car pretty quick. We have to go see Johnny.
I read about you in the paper. How come?
Maybe I felt like playing hero.
I wouldn't have done it. I would have let those kids burn to death.
Maybe you would have, same as we did.
I couldn't believe a greaser could pull something like that.
Greasers don't got anything to do with it. 2-Bit would not have done it. I would have done it. You would have done it. It's the individual.
Maybe you're right. I'm not going to show at the Rumble tonight. Sick of all this. No matter what you think, Bob was a good guy. He had a problem, but he was a real person.
How would I know that?
Couldn't. Now he's dead. Mother had a total breakdown.
Who's to blame?
All I know, they spoiled him. They gave in to him all the time. He kept trying to make somebody say no, and they never did. You know, one time, he came home drunker than anything, falling down disgusting. He thought sure they'd raise the roof. You know what they did? They said it was their fault. They'd failed him. They took the responsibility. Maybe if his father had given him a belt instead, he'd still be alive. The only person who ever said no to Bob was Cherry Valance. No wonder he was so crazy about her.
I have to go.
That kid, your buddy, he might die.
Might.
And tonight, people get hurt in rumbles, maybe even killed, and it doesn't do any good. Even if you whip us, you'll still be the ones at the bottom, and we'll still be the ones with all the lucky breaks. Still be greasers, and socias will still be socias. I'm gonna get out of this town.
Running away won't help.
I'm marked chicken if I punk out at the Rumble, and I would hate myself if I didn't. What do I do?
I'd help if I could.
No, you wouldn't. I'm a soc. Get a little bit of money, and the whole world hates you.
No, you hate the whole world.
Thanks, Grease. I didn't mean that. I meant thanks, kid.
Name's Ponyboy. Nice talking to you, Randy.
What did Mr. Super Soch have to say?
He ain't a soc. He's just a guy. Just wanted to talk.
You shouldn't even be up on this floor. Your friend is in critical condition. No visitors, absolutely.
Nurse, that's my buddy in there. Please.
It'd help if he could see us.
It's okay, nurse. He's been asking for you. Can't hurt now.
It's over here.
Can't hurt now?
Hey, Johnny Cake. Johnny Cake.
Hi, y'all.
Got a riddle for you. What's the safest thing to be when you meet a gang of social outcasts in an alley?
I don't know.
Judo expert?
Nope. Another social outcast. How'd they treating you in here, Johnny? We're having this big rumble tonight. Too bad you and Dallas can't be in it, but get the socials off our backs. Good.
Johnny, look, you got your name in the paper. Yeah, you.
Tough.
Guessing Southern gentlemen don't got nothing on Johnny Cade.
Book. Pony, the book that got burned.
What book, Johnny?
He wants a copy of Gone with the Wind so I can finish reading it to him.
There's a drugstore downstairs. I'll run and get it. Don't try to run away.
Me and Dallas are okay.
It hurts sometimes, Pony. Not always, but I can't feel anything below the middle of my back. I'm bad off, ain't I, Pony?
You'll be okay. You gotta be.
I won't be able to walk again. Pony, I'm scared. I don't want to die. I know I used to talking about killing myself, but man, I don't want to die. It ain't long enough. 16 years ain't long enough, Pony. There's so much I ain't done, so much I ain't seen. So scared, man.
You ain't gonna die.
Dally?
Pictures in the paper. Mine too. A couple buddies came by to rub it in me about missing the rumble. Said they couldn't believe when they saw my picture in the paper. It didn't have wanted, dead or alive, next to it.
Good one, Dallas.
We're gonna win that fight tonight, Johnny. We're gonna clean our neighborhood out for good.
I don't want to see her.
Mother.
I don't care. She's just here to tell me about all the trouble I'm causing her. Tell her to leave me alone. For once, just to leave me alone.
I was afraid of something like this. You'll have to go, please.
Look.
I'll give it to him. They brought a book for you, Johnny. Gone with the Wind. We can read it together a little later.
Nurse, can you get me a piece of paper and a pencil?
When I come back. I'm sorry, but you can't come in.
I'm supposed to see him. He's my son.
Please, not now.
This is our thanks. After all the trouble we've gone to raising him, he'd rather be with them hoodlums.
The doctor will talk to you later.
Thought I'd find you here.
Hey, Cherry. Nice to see you.
Ponyboy, stay a minute.
Sure. Things are gonna be rough tonight?
Randy's not going to the Rumble.
I know.
It's not because he's scared. He's just sick of fighting. Bob was his best friend since grade school.
I wish I could say Johnny ain't scared, but he's real scared.
How bad is Johnny?
Pretty bad, but when you get a chance, can you go up and see him?
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
Because he killed Bob. I know Bob asked for it. I know he made it happen, but I still couldn't look at the guy who killed him.
I don't get it.
You only knew Bob's bad side. When he got drunk, he was horrible. That's the side that beat up Johnny. I knew it was Bob when you told me your story. was always so proud of those dumb rings. When he wasn't trying to destroy himself, he could have done something different, something that marked him special.
Well, last time I saw Bobby try to kill me.
Tell me, Ponyboy, when was the last time you saw Bob?
Last time I
Don't go to the Rumble tonight.
Why, they bringing blades?
No, they'll play your way. Go rules. No weapons. Fair deal. Randy knows for sure. He told me. I already told Derry.
I guess we're supposed to be grateful?
I'm not looking for gratitude. I'm only trying to help. I like you, Ponyboy. I've liked you from the start. Wouldn't you try to help me if you could?
If I could.
I'm going to testify at the hearing today.
To clear Bob's name?
You'll be there. You'll find out. You're a good friend, Pony. Good friends are hard to find these days.
Hey. Can you see the sunset real good from your side of town?
Real good.
Our side too.
You did okay, Pony.
Wonder what happened to you? You okay? You look awful.
I'm okay. I'll take a couple of aspirins.
You're sick and go ahead and fight anyway.
Don't shut up, okay? Derry don't gotta know anything about this.
Think you could get away with a murder living with your oldest brother, but Derry's stricter with you than your parents were.
Yeah, but he didn't have to raise 2 kids. Derry hasn't.
You don't look great, kid. You're tensed up.
We all get tensed up before a rumble.
Yeah, man, there's nothing to be tensed up about. No weapons, no danger.
You got a fever?
I'm okay. I'll get a hold of a little one.
You're getting a jam, holler, okay?
Promise.
Everybody ready? It's getting to be that time.
Yeah!
Fine! I am a greaser. I am a JD, and I blacken the name of this fair city.
Oh.
Get thee hence, I am a Soch. I am the privileged and the well-dressed. I drive fancy cars, throw beer blasts, and break fancy windows at parties.
And what do we do for fun?
We jump greasers!
Let's get the rules straight. And the first one to run loses.
Oh, you savvy real good.
I'll take on anyone.
Hello, Daryl.
Hello, Paul.
That's Paul Holden, Derry's best back in high school.
That's Soch?
Yeah, probably a junior in college by now.
And Derry's gotta work.
I can take it.
You think you can handle me, Paul?
I can handle any one of you greasers.
Made me think of a book by Jack London, where the wolf pack waits for one of the 2 members to get there. So this time, if either one swings, the rumble's on.
Dallas?
I couldn't find the little one, so I grabbed the next size up. Just lying there stunned, and all of a sudden the soldiers started running. And all the greasers...
You okay, Pony?
I'm okay. Gotta count on my teeth.
Looks like we've got some guys down. I'm gonna check up on them.
Come on, we gotta go.
Where?
To see Johnny. We have to see Johnny.
Right now?
Right now. You left him when we left. He wants to see you. Come on, I got a car over here.
Let's go. We got there quicker than Flat.
Right there, boys. You can't see him. He's dying.
Dying?
We have to see him. We have to see Johnny. We're gonna see Johnny. And if you give us any static, you'll end up in your own operating table.
Should I call security?
You can see him. But because he's your friend, your family, just not because of the gun. Call security. Go ahead.
Johnny.
Ponyboy?
Johnny, we won. We ran him out of our territory. We beat the Sochas.
Fighting ain't good, Dally. It ain't no good.
Johnny, they're still writing about you in the paper. All that hero stuff. I'm real proud of you, man. I'm real proud.
Dallas, proud of me?
We're all proud of you.
Pony, stay golden, Pony boy.
Johnny. Johnny, don't die. Johnny. This is what you get, you little punk. This is what you get for trying to help people. Johnny, don't die. Johnny. See, Pony, I was crazy for him not wanting to get mean. If he'd been tough like me, he never would have run back into that church. If he was smart like me, he never would have run up into this mess. Wise up, Pony. Be tough like me and nothing will ever hurt you. Wise up, Pony. Be tough like me and nothing will ever hurt you. Wise up, Pony. Wise up.
Johnny's dead. We told him about beating the socials and he died. Dallas told him he was proud of him and Johnny told me to stay golden.
He had a call. No.
Dallas went all crazy. He couldn't take it.
Dallas had a breaking point.
He kept telling me to wise up.
Pony. Dallas is dead too.
We had a call from the police.
Dallas? Dead?
Pulled a gun on the security guards.
It wasn't loaded.
They didn't know that.
Dallas is dead and he always gets what he wants.
Easy, little buddy. There's nothing you can do now.
Pony, are you all right?
The world started to spin around me. Blobs and faces and visions were dancing in the red mist, and I felt so hot. Soda was standing there. Soda, is someone sick?
Yeah. Go back to bed now.
Then I started thinking Johnny and Dallas were dead, but I didn't want to think about that. Johnny dying and Dallas telling me to wise up and then waving an empty gun at the security guards. Terry, what's wrong with me?
Fever, exhaustion, shock, a minor concussion?
Where'd I get the concussion?
From getting kicked in the head.
How am I gonna make up all the schoolwork and I have to appear at court and are they gonna split us up?
I don't know. This came today. Johnny's copy of Gone with the Wind.
I don't want to finish that, okay? I can't ever get past the part where the southern gentleman would go riding off to ensure death because he was gallant.
Get some more rest.
The hearing was the day after. Terry really surprised me.
Bob had been drinking. He was drunk. When we got home, he said he was going back to fix up Johnny and Pony for picking up his girl. When I begged him, he told me to shut up and get out of the car. He wasn't himself. He was crazy. He was like that when he got drunk.
Sir, it was our fault. They only fought back when it looked like Bob was about to kill Ponyboy. Self-defense.
The judge talked to a doctor and to one of my teachers. When he called me over, I was scared stiff, but he hardly asked anything. Do I like living with my brothers? What about school and stuff like that? I started running into things, like the door. And I was lucky if I got home with both notebooks and both shoes on. I wasn't hungry and everything tasted like bologna. I was lousing up at school.
Ponyboy, I'd like to talk to you about your grades.
I used to make A's in English, mostly because Mr. Syme had me write compositions. He's a real good guy who made you think.
You're failing this class right now. However, I am taking into consideration your circumstances. If you can write me a good semester theme, then I'll pass you. Can you do that for me, son?
Yes, sir. I'll try. What's the theme on?
Anything you think important. I want your own thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. No less than 5 pages.
Like my first trip to the zoo?
If you think it's important, get to work.
Well, I know it's not important.
What isn't important?
Schoolwork. Why all the sweat?
Don't be like that.
I have to get a job as soon as I get out, so why not drop out now?
Hey, you're not gonna drop out. With your brains, you could get a scholarship. We could put you through college.
Big deal.
Johnny and Dallas were our buddies. But you don't stop living because you lose someone. You don't quit.
Look at Soda. He's doing just fine, and he's a dropout. Just lay off.
When you don't like the way I'm running things, you can leave.
Stop, guys. Like, come on.
What's with him?
Lost Sandy, too.
Sandy's in Florida with her grandmother. She'll be back. They're writing to each other.
This came back today. Letter Soda wrote to Sandy. It wasn't opened. Marked return to sender.
Not even opened?
Ponyboy, I'm sorry.
It's okay, really.
Oh, look, I dropped out of school because I'm dumb, and I'm happy working in a garage with cars, but you'd never be happy doing that. Look, Derry, he's just trying to give you the opportunities that he missed. You know, we're all we got left. We can't get hacked off at each other. If you're making it out, you're making it out for all 3 of us.
What do you say, Pony?
Why don't you guys get out of here so I can concentrate? I have a theme to write.
See you later.
You'll think of something.
Something important. Connie's handwriting.
Dear Ponyboy, I asked the nurse to give you this book so that you could finish it. Tell Dallas to look at a sunset. He might think you're crazy, but do it for me. Listen, I don't mind dying now. It was worth it to save those kids. Some of their parents came by to thank me, and I realized it was worth it. The guy who wrote the poem, he meant that you're gold when you're a kid. When you're a kid, everything's new, like dawn. When you start to get used to stuff, then it's day. The way you are, Pony, that's gold. Don't change that. Tell Dallas there's still good in the world. I don't think he knows.
Your buddy, Johnny. Semester composition. Teacher, Mr. Syme. Ponyboy Curtis. When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of that movie house, I had 2 things on my mind. Paul Newman and a ride home.
So much for coming. You're an incredible audience. And now I'd like to invite one of our middle school Bible teachers up to just say a few words. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for being here this evening. We just want to talk to you for a couple moments about a heavy-hitting play, was it not? A lot of themes in there that ultimately, either drove us to sadness or drove us towards hope, right? There were some hopeful moments. And what I was talking to my students with this week, they got to go see it and pay a ticket and go for a matinee service Thursday or Friday. But what I told them is every theme that really pulls at our hearts ultimately gets back to the gospel. And so when you watched this evening, you saw, Socias and the Greasers, right? But fast forward 60 years from then, 1960, so now we have Republican, Democrat, we have rich, poor, we have black, white. Nothing changes much. But the gospel, when we reach for the gospel, when we see what the gospel does in our lives, right? We know that there's a greater reality that we cling to. And so in this play, we saw reconciliation at moments, a gospel theme. We saw sacrifice, ultimate sacrifice from a character, and that was a gospel theme. And ultimately, we saw love that conquers all things, a gospel theme. And just a verse to leave you with. Jesus says in John 15, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one more than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." And so we saw that ultimate sacrifice this evening. But just to think about as you go home, the gospel is what makes any movie, any film, any song that pulls at your heart really come to life. Now, sometimes they fail, right? Some of the ways your heart was pulled this evening, it was pulled in the negative direction, like, why couldn't they? Why couldn't they? The church is where black and white, rich and poor, slave and free, male and female come together and are able to work together and worship Christ, right? And so when this world fails, and it does fail, we see an incompleteness to this world. And so if you have not pursued, Christ, if you don't believe in Christ, I would encourage you to look into who he is, what he did 2,000 years ago, and how that impact even continues today in our country, in our world, in our city, through different churches. And I just hope that there's one theme in the play this evening, and there were several, right? There were several themes that could really pull at your heart. Go look into the Bible, look into the Gospels, and where that theme, you see Jesus pulling at that theme. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Hesslink. And I'm actually going to parents that are here. I don't always do this, but I'm going to invite the cast and crew down to take a big group picture. So if you are friends or family and you'd like to get that picture, if we could have the gym lights up, if AJ, if you wouldn't mind hitting those. Thank you so much. And I'm going to allow everyone to take that group picture, and then the students will take off their microphones and they'll meet you at the back of the gym or outside after we're done with that. Thank you so much.
Wait. But before we go ahead and we take a group picture, I would like to personally thank Mrs. Bryan for everything that she has done. Can we get a round of applause? She truly is fantastic. So, I've had her for a long time. A lot of us have had her for a long time. And she really focuses on, developing us as well-rounded individuals, not only as actors, but being more Christ-like, being better people. So from the cast, thank you, Mrs. Bryan. Thank you so much. And I just want to go ahead and say thank you to you guys for coming. We really, really appreciate it. You guys can get a round of applause, for you guys. Friends and family. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, so really thank you guys for supporting the arts and coming out to see us. So thank you guys. Thank you so much.